Wrestling fans, as of right now, it is 10:03. Monday Night Raw got over 3 minutes ago. And really, I have been trying to come up with a way for me to start this review. Because normally, wrestling fans, this is when the night after Fastlane or whatever pay-per-view it is, because it has not always been Fastlane, this is when WWE kicks it into high gear and we get the mega push for WrestleMania 35. And, wrestling fans, I have been watching wrestling for 30 years. 30 years. I have seen numerous WrestleManias and WrestleMania builds. I understand this WrestleMania is going to have Triple H versus Batista, and some people are jacked up about that. I understand some people are jacked up for Ronda Rousey versus Charlotte versus Becky Lynch. I get it. I understand that some of you out there are on the joy juice that Seth Rollins is finally getting his opportunity at the Universal Championship to slay the beast and take the Universal title off of Brock Lesnar, and hopefully we never have to see that title put on Brock Lesnar ever again. But WWE officially has put on the weakest road to WrestleMania that I have ever seen. The weakest. They start the road to WrestleMania at the Royal Rumble. They have to build to the Elimination Chamber. And they have to build the Fastlane. So, nothing really starts until... Oh, hush. I get it. You agree, too. If you don't hear Chloe, she's growling kind of low in her throat. So it doesn't really start, and I'm kind of repeating myself, till after Fastlane. What did we get? I mean, seriously, what did we get tonight? Kurt Angle's going to have his last match at WrestleMania. Thank you, Kurt Angle, for all the memories. Thank you, Kurt Angle, for all the matches. Thank you, Kurt Angle, for the years and years of great entertainment that you gave to us, wrestling fans. What did we get tonight? I'm just going to come out and say it to you, wrestling fans. The segment between Batista and Triple H looked like an ex-lover's affair. If you get offended by that, I'm sorry. But that's what it looked like. I want this. I'm not giving it to you. I want this. I'm not giving it to you. I want this. I'm not giving it to you. Give it to me. Give it to me. Give it to me. What kind of build is this to make a match for WrestleMania? Oh, and by the way, how ironic is it? The last time the game Triple H was in MetLife Stadium, he was in the exact same matchup. And his career was on the line as well. The exact same storyline. The only thing is, Batista's career is on the line. Go back and check. But Brock Lesnar took on Triple H. No holds barred. With Triple H's career on the line. Okay. WWE, you have got to do a better angle than that. Instead of an ex-lover's affair. Because that is what me and everybody else that was watching WWE television with me tonight was thinking. What about Roman Reigns? What about Roman Reigns? Now, this is one thing I'm not going to gripe about. Wow, some of you are going to say, Webby is not griping about the big dog. He's not griping about the Roman Empire. No, I'm not. You know why? Because you should not waste Roman Reigns' first match back as far as singles competition on a random Monday Night Raw. I don't care if it's the fallout of Fastlane. You should not waste it. No. Plus, it would be even more special if you, Vince McMahon, Kevin Dunn, and all the rest of you that make decisions on the creative team, book at WrestleMania Roman Reigns to win this first match back, and Seth Rollins to take that title off of Brock Lesnar. Same night. And whatever else you do with the WWE Championship, amongst other things. But those two things, as far as Monday Night Raw, that would be a good fit. That's just me. So I like the angle they did tonight with Drew McIntyre beating up Roman Reigns and kind of saving Roman Reigns' first match back as far as singles competition for a later date. And as far as the whole Shields send-off speech, I think they did a very good job with that as well. Dean Ambrose has his own business, Roman Reigns has his business, and Seth Rollins has the biggest business of them all, slaying the beast. That was pretty much what was said. Now, let's move on to the fact that Brock Lesnar once again was not on TV. Once again. That just gives us another reason, Vince McMahon, another reason to want that stinking title off of him come WrestleMania 35. There's going to be somebody, whether they have a YouTube account or not, that's going to say, and I know it, Brock Lesnar legitimizes the Universal Championship. Brock Lesnar is the one that brings prestige to the Universal Championship. Brock Lesnar doesn't do jack for the Universal Championship. And I'm tired of the Paul Heyman, Seth Rollins promos, where all we see is the Brock Lesnar package. I'm tired of those. Whoop-de-doo. Brock Lesnar is going to be there next week. You know what that means? The following week, he won't be there. And then he'll be there on the go-home show to WrestleMania. That's what that means, wrestling fans. Uh-oh, spoiler. If he's there 3 weeks in a row, I'll be surprised. WWE never has him there 3 weeks in a row. The last time Brock Lesnar was there 3 weeks in a row that I can remember off the top of my head was when he was in that rivalry with Seth Rollins in 2015. If I'm wrong on that, you all let me know in the comments below. Now, let's move on to Ronda Rousey. Absolutely perfect playing as a heel. Calling the fans names, shooting from the hip about how the fans suck, and calling the fans names I'm quite frankly not going to say on here. And things like that. Look, it was by far a straight shoot promo. That's the way it came off. And it was a great way to build a heat on Ronda Rousey because, quite frankly, that is what needs to happen for this matchup at WrestleMania. Rousey needs to be heel. Charlotte needs to be heel. Becky Lynch needs to be the only babyface. Because when they go to MetLife Stadium, New York, New Jersey, the fans are going to eat Ronda Rousey and Charlotte alive. And they will cheer Becky Lynch. So WWE's doing a fantastic job with Ronda Rousey and Charlotte in their promos and things like that. No matter how much I cringe over the work that Charlotte does, because I'm not a Charlotte fanboy, you can't deny that WWE's doing a good job with how they're building this match for WrestleMania. That's just my opinion. Now, on to the almighty Cringely. Oh my goodness, wrestling fans. Oh my goodness. I can't believe what I saw tonight. Vince McMahon pulled the trigger. He gave the Intercontinental Championship back to almighty Cringely. Now I know this is just setting up for WrestleMania. But you have got to be kidding me. Because you know Finn Balor is going to make his way back to that match. No matter if they did cut out the automatic rematch clause, he'll find himself having a one-on-one encounter again for the IC strap at Mania. This rivalry is not over. And I am cringing at this sight. That's all I have to say about it. Now, Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman. There's only one thing about Braun Strowman to describe him now. He is, without a shadow of a doubt, the today's version of well, it's the Big Show. Some of you might say, what in the world are you talking about? He's going up against a guest star at WrestleMania. What is the Big Show known for at WrestleMania? Either losing, because he has one of the worst records at WrestleMania, or facing stars like Shaq and all this stuff that he did. You know, Floyd Money Mayweather and all this stuff. He's always been known, for facing big stars at Mania. This is absolutely ridiculous. And I can tell you, wrestling fans, it will be one of my many bathroom breaks come WrestleMania 35, because the rumor is WrestleMania 35 is supposed to have 16 matches this year. WrestleMania is supposed to have 16 matches. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with that. Alexa Bliss is the host of WrestleMania. She comes out, she teases that, we're going to have somebody big and spectacular. We're going to have somebody awesome. We're going to have all this stuff. A big troll is what we had. She said it's going to be somebody even larger than The Rock, more electrifying than The Rock. Somebody that's more awesomer than a Hulk Hogan. All of them. It's Alexa Bliss. And unless you are one of the Alexa Bliss fanboys in the audience, it was crickets. Crickets. To be blunt with you. And if you don't know what an Alexa Bliss fanboy is, it's the ones on Twitter that this spew out all the Alexa Bliss or whatever star that you really enjoy the most, and have all their stuff all the time and nobody else's stuff. That's what I mean by that. You had a niche audience in the crowd tonight cheer for that. Even heard that you deserve it. And other than that, it was crickets. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. Nia Jax and Natalya, irrelevant. And other than that, Seth Rollins and Shelton Benjamin put on an okay matchup. It was all right. I mean, that's about it. That was Monday Night Raw. And like I said, wrestling fans, a weak build to WrestleMania so far. One of the weakest. The Undertaker, I don't care how much y'all are going to say, here's an Undertaker fanboy, or here's an Undertaker joy juicer. Undertaker needs to retire. When I say this, okay? We didn't have Brock Lesnar on there. We just had Paul Heyman. There was no Undertaker tease on there tonight. And Undertaker is on the WrestleMania package when they show how many days are left. Now, you tell me, how much sense does this make? If he's going to wrestle or do anything at WrestleMania, put something on Monday Night Raw. Get us more invested. Put him on Raw. I understand he's doing all this StarCast and all this stuff where he is so-called, doing all these sign and greets. That's fine. He's earned it. He's earned to take a step back some. But if you're going to have him on WrestleMania, like it's been rumored he's going to be at WrestleMania, like he is every year in some capacity, put him on Monday Night Raw to give some type of build, to give some type of anticipation. This sucks. It took so much of that first week, that first major push towards WrestleMania after the last pay-per-view, just took a lot out of it. And wrestling fans, if he was retired, which we all know he is not, and if anybody says that he is and he's never going to wrestle again, give me a break. Because as soon as somebody, including me, says he is, poof, there's the dead man and he's wrestling at WrestleMania. So we all know he's not. Until they announce he's in the Hall of Fame, I am not saying he is retired. So, it took so much away from this first build. It just did. That's just my opinion. Now, some of you might feel a little bit different. Some of you might not have grown up watching the dead man and everything that he did throughout all those years, and watching numerous upon numerous WrestleMania builds that was just chock full with such awesome rivalries, such awesome just storylines. It was just great storylines. It'd be different. It'd be different if they had these same competitors and they gave us great storylines. Instead, Batista and Triple H are playing ex-lovers storyline tonight. Who gets invested in that garbage? I don't. If y'all got invested in what they said tonight, I'm going to see you tomorrow for a SmackDown Live review. I hope you enjoyed this review of Monday Night Raw. Hopefully tomorrow is better because this show stunk. And I'm ending on that. And until I see you again, this is Webby. Subscribe, and I'll catch you on the other side. Talk to you later.